Hey everybody, this is Beth. I'm going to do the best of balance foundation. Okay, so we're going to do many basic balance positions. I'm going to add a little flair to each one. If you don't feel ready to add that little flair, just work on the basic component first. It is perfectly fine to hold on, and that's how we're going to begin. Everybody, you can start that way unless you're a regular balance participant. My only concern is if you're holding on that you do not lean into the chair, because posture and joint alignment is everything to balance, okay? So even just the slightest lean can throw you off, okay? Just getting that said up front before we even warm up. So when we actually begin our balance, you're just gonna rest your fingertips on the chair or not even hold on at all and allow yourself to come out of the balance position. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up. Step out with those legs a little bit wide. Bend the knees, inhale up. Exhale, let them float down. Good. I'm going to move back a little bit here. So when we start the balance work, Pam, my buddy here, is going to use the chair.
Yes.
I might have mine handy for some, but for the most part, she'll be doing the chair positions and I'll be doing without. Okay, just one more here. Let those arms float down. And slow twist, picking up that heel. Any speed, we don't need to be together at all. Okay. Okay, now bring it back to center. And I'm just going to get this out of the way here. And we're going to stand with the legs anywhere from hip to shoulder width apart. We're just going to do a little mini half squat. It's just the hinge of the squat. Okay, your hips go back at the same time that you bend the knees, being careful that you don't flex in the waist or shoot your knees forward. Those are common mistakes. Pam's got it. She's got the hinge. We do add a squat in this class, so we're just warming up those legs, and they can be little and slow. Okay, last one. Now let's round that upper back. Open the chest and just keep it flowing. Round and open. Two more. Open. Last one. And open. Release those arms. Okay, we're going to stand where we stack the joints. 2 feet. We're going to line up our ankles to our knees, knees to hips, hips to shoulders. So our anatomy may not be that perfect. So you want to make some adjustments. Stacking your joints, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. Looking straight ahead. You don't want to drop your head. These are little pointers that I won't keep saying the whole time. Okay? It really helps if you contract your glutes. In every position, it helps support your back. It makes you a little bit steadier. So this first position that we're going to do is simply lift the heels. So squeeze your glutes, press up. You're lifting the heels. You're not crunching all the way up on those toes. And come, we're staying up. And come down slowly. Good. And if you're wiggling, that's normal. Okay? So now just step out just a little bit further. And our joints aren't exactly stacked here, but you'll see where I'm going with this. Squeeze your glutes, press and hold. So it's just heels up. Breathe through it. Just because we're holding, you don't want to hold your breath. And release.
One finger.
Pam's got one finger. That's all you need.
It makes my brain happy.
Good. Okay, now stand the width that you did when we did that little hinge of the half squat. Okay? So this time we're going to do a full squat. Okay, or just a little bit bigger than we did in the warm-up. Down, come all the way through, press up on the balls of the feet, lift the heels. Good. And release feet flat. 4 times. Let me demonstrate. We're going to squat on the way up. We're going to lift the heels and hold. 4 times. So sit it back down, lift those heels, press, hold. Again, sit. All the way through. So lift those heels on the way up. 2 more. Right now, lift. That's it. And 1. Press up, hold. Add some arms, reach, lengthen. And come down, release. And give those legs a little shake because all up on the balls of the feet gets to those calves. Okay, we're starting on one foot. Remember I said it's the best of, so they're going to be kind of quick. Feel free to pause this at any time for you to practice these positions longer. Okay, 1 foot, same principles. Ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, stacking the joints. Okay, that makes sense, right? If they're all in a straight line. One goes out just a little bit, it's going to throw you, okay? So get in the habit of ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, standing up really tall. Stick that left toe in the floor. Feel all the weight on the right side, and when you feel ready, just lift that left foot, just let it hang. You can use the arms or not. You holding on there, Pam, or are you all right?
I'm trying to do like just fingers, but
just a little light. Okay.
I definitely like having it.
And release. And yes, it is, I would start this with the chair, just for that comfort. You know it's there, okay? But you'll be surprised, you're doing most of the work on your own. Other side, left side, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, standing up really tall through your supported side, and lift. And you might need to touch down, and that happens all the time. Because when's the last time you did this? So you need to practice it and release. Good. All right, variation to that move, I'm going to tell you ahead of time so you don't have to watch me and mess up that wonderful form. So we're just going to have the leg in front, and we're going to flex and point, ankle range of motion, and circle it around. If you don't feel ready for that, just another 1 foot stand. Right side, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, stand up tall, lift, foot in front. Flex and point, any speed. Okay. Circle out.
So definitely, I feel more balance being barefoot.
Reverse. Thank you, Pam, for bringing that up. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Very good. Keeping your left leg in front, relax the foot, and release. Excellent. All right, I recommend bare feet. It, first of all, helps develop those muscles a little bit better. You have, and also the proprioception. You can feel the floor. You have contact with the floor. And you're more aware of what you can adjust. Shoes, if you start with them, you might get used to that, but they are designed to roll forward, and that's going to rock us, okay? So if you're just starting, I suggest bare feet. All right, other side, stand up tall on the left, right foot in front. And at your own pace, flex point. Done. Circle out.
I definitely feel like I have a more balanced side. Or more
reverse. Definitely a more, and you know what? Keeping that right leg in front, relax the foot. It's not always your dominant side that's stronger. And release. And
I was really gripping with one side and was able to be a little bit lighter on the other.
Yeah. And there's days that I'm on, and there's other days I'm like, I shouldn't be teaching this. Okay. Now we're just going to do a parallel knee. So stand up tall on your right, left knee up, hold. And I'm not going to hold this too long just because of time constraints, but feel free to hold it longer. And release. Other side. Remember, always stacking those joints. Eventually, it's a habit, but I say it a lot in classes. You might be wiggling. That's normal. And release. The variation with the knee. We're going to stand up tall, parallel knee. We're going to open the hip and then close it. We're not going to drop it. We're just going to open, keeping the knee parallel. It does not need to be a super huge range of motion. Just adding that little bit of instability, okay? So, 4 times on each side. Stand up tall on your right. Left knee up. Open, close at your own pace for 4. We happen to be together. That doesn't always happen, so don't worry. Yes. So at your own pace. Okay, other side. Open, close. As soon as one of us bobbles, then we won't be together, so that's...
This is my weaker side, too, so...
Very good. Okay, reminding you that if just the knee lift is a challenge, stick with that, okay? Ignore this part till you're ready to move on. Okay, moving on. Stand up tall on your right, Left leg out to the side, toes tapping. Most of your weight is on that right side. Left arm in front just a little bit. Okay, that helps square up. We're going to do a lateral leg lift. Got to be careful you don't lean the opposite direction. So really tall on the right side, lift the left leg and just let it hang. Let it feel weightless.
I feel like if I was closer to the chair, I was more tempted to
okay, good tip. Come away from the chair.
Away from the chair.
Any tips, anything that works. And release. Yes, because if you're practicing leaning, then you're practicing incorrectly. Okay, so you really want to be aware of that. Other side. Stacking those joints, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder. Leg outside, arm in front, lift and hold. Really tall on that supported side. Yes, you can move around in your chair.
I'm leaning it.
Oh.
I'm going to move my chair like this.
Okay. And release. The only problem is you're reaching forward. You're reaching forward. So the ideal situation is to have something on either side. Okay, but we're showing you a realistic situation. All right, very good. So we did side leg on each side. Let me show you the variation before we do it. We're going to get in the side leg and we're going to bring that leg in and out, nice and slow. Any speed, it doesn't matter how many. Then I'm going to have us hold. You're going to squeeze your seat and just hold. And you're going to feel it in the outer part of your glute area. So right side, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder. Left leg out, left arm in front, and just lift. At your own pace, in and out slowly. How you doing, Pam? I can't see you.
I know, I'm trying to really think about keeping my base side stacked.
Exactly right.
Leaning in.
Exactly right. Take your next one out and hold. Keep it here. Squeeze outer glute, pulsing. 8, 7. I forgot to tell you about the pulses, didn't I? And 4, 3, 2, and hold. Release. Good job. That's what happens in class. You never know what I'm going to throw at you. What Pam said, and ad nauseum I say it, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, stacking those joints. The second one goes out ever so subtly, and it's often the hip. Then you lose that. You might get away with it for a little bit, but the more we advance, it's harder. Okay, so other side, side leg. In and out slowly. And if you don't want to add the pulses, of course you don't. And if this is too much, you can just tap like this. You've still got most of your weight on that supported side. Take it out, hold. Pulsing for 8. Go 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Release. Good job. Do you feel that? Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's a love-hate class. And you see progress, you really do. So that's fun because you see progress within a few classes. All right, moving on because I got to get that content in now. Let's combine those two. So watch me real quickly. I'm just going to demonstrate. We're going to do a hip opener, lower, out, in, 4 times. Okay? So standing up really tall on your right, left knee up. I'll cue it. But of course, you don't have to be at my pace. Open, close, lower without touching, out, in. Stop if you need to, or 2 more. Shake it out. So you're going to feel on your supported leg. No doubt. Those muscles are contracted. They're in an isometric. And they're tight the whole time. So it is a strength move, okay? As soon as you release it, it's like, oh. But those muscles are in an isometric contraction the whole time. And that's why we all feel it when we're done. All right, other side. Parallel, open, close. Down, out, in. Stopping after 4, but of course anytime sooner. Okay, moving on quickly. Standing up tall on your right, stick the left toe in the floor. I'm gonna turn to the side. We're gonna draw a line straight back, directly behind that left hip. You wanna straighten behind the knee, okay? This is not just a 1-foot stand, it's an extension behind you. Okay, so take it back, squeeze your glutes like you never squeezed them before, barely lift that leg and hold. Good job. And release. Other side, real tall. Take that leg straight back, contract the glutes before you even lift. Let the glute contraction lift the leg. Release. Very good. So what we were getting at is the range of motion from the hip. We did front, we did side, back. Those are different ranges that the hip works, okay? So that's kind of how I plan the workout. Now we got to do something fancy with this, right? So let's stand up tall on our right. This is just progression. Stand up tall on the right. We're going to do 4 little dips. You're going to bend, come up smoothly. It's not any big deal where you crunch. Okay, just a soft knee, then come up. Critical that your knee goes right over the foot. That's it. And just one more. Good. And switching when you're ready for 4. Free leg, the leg that's up in the air, can be any way you want it. Watch them, Pam. Good. And it can be even smaller than that, but that's good. Very good. Just 4. All right, so we're going to add that dip with the leg extension behind us. So standing up tall on the right. Left leg back. Squeeze your glutes. When you bend the knee, it goes right over the foot. Keep that torso up. Bend. Come up. Did I tell you we're doing 4? Down. Keep that leg extended behind you. Squeeze your seat.
Turn to the side.
It's normal to wiggle. Yeah.
But I don't want to lean forward.
There is, when you're squeezing your glutes and that legs, there is a sense of forward. Okay, you just don't want to break at the waist. Okay, good. Other side. Take it back and bend down up. Release. Good job. All right, let's put those together. Okay, stand on your right. We're going to go front, side, back, side, front. Okay, much slower, of course. Standing on the right, left leg in front. Side, back, side, front hold. Release. You get so good that you can do anything with the free leg. You get so strong on your supported leg that this feels weightless. Eventually. Stand up tall on the left. Right leg front. Side. Back. Side. Front. Release. How you doing? Shake it out. All right, I'm going to put together one more thing, and we'll take just a few more minutes. Are we okay with time? Okay, we're going to stand up tall on our right, left leg's back. I call this a pendulum. We're going to let the left leg swing with momentum from the hip joint. Okay, there is momentum. You don't want to keep it stiff. Key is you got to be really tall on the supported side, or else suddenly this leg seems too long. Okay, so really tall, and just, yes, if you get those arms in sync, in opposition. Good. And I know I'm rushing this, so you'll certainly, fight it. Certainly practice these at a slower pace. Pause anytime you need to. Other side, real tall on the left, front, back. Just from the hip joint. And you don't want the leg to go back so far that it hurts your back. You just take it back, squeeze your glutes. Perfect. So it goes back, squeeze. If this is too much, just tap, 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 tap. Release. All righty. 2 with momentum, 1 with a hold. I'm going to demonstrate. Front, back, hold. Back, front, back, hold. Okay, just one time for each side. So you're standing on your right, left leg's back. Front, back, front hold, keep it here. Back, front, back hold, keep it here. Release. How'd you do? Other side, we're getting there, we're getting there. Other side. Front, back, front, back, front, hold. Back, and hold. Release. The finale. This is what I do in my classes all the time. Whatever we've accomplished in class that day, I'm winging it. I wing it. I put together a little combination of most of everything that we've done in class. So we're going to walk through it first, so you're not trying to stare at me while you're doing it, because that'll be too tough. So you're standing on your right, left leg's back. We're just going to walk through it. Front, back, front hold, like we just did. Back, front, back, like we just did. Dip, down, up on that second one. That's it. We're going to go front, back, parallel knee, open, close, down, out, in, squat, come up. Yes? Are you with me?
We can do it.
Okay, so I get that shock value there, but I'll cue the whole thing. All right, stand up tall on your right. Left leg's going to go front, back, hold. Keep it here. Back, and hold. Keep it here. Little dip, down and up. Front, back, parallel knee. Open, close. Lower side leg out, in. Take it out, squat straight down, press up, pull. Woo. And release. Shake it out. Oh, but we got the other side. And that'll be it. That'll be it. Let's still walk through it, okay? Front, back, front, back, little dip. Front, back, parallel knee. Open, close, down, out, in. Then take it out again for the squat, press. Are you ready? This is it, last one. Front, front hold. Back, hold, keeping it here. Dipping down, up. Front, back, parallel knee. Open, close. Down, out, in. Take it out for the squat. Come up, press. Release. Give yourself a hand, folks. Great work. Thank you.